Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm really excited to be here with you today to dive into a topic that often goes unnoticed but plays a huge role in how we connect with others through language. One of the most intriguing aspects of communication is humor, and how it varies across cultures and personalities. I often receive questions from viewers and English learners like you who want to understand what kind of humor is considered acceptable or off-limits in American culture. This is a fantastic question, and I'm thrilled to explore it with you because humor is one of the most powerful tools we have to build bonds, make people feel at ease, and create positive interactions. But at the same time, it's also something that can easily go wrong if we're not careful with how we use it. Humor can bridge cultures, but it can also create uncomfortable moments if we don't understand the social norms that guide it. The truth is that what's funny to one person or in one country might be completely inappropriate somewhere else. Even within the same culture, people have different senses of humor. Some enjoy sarcasm, others love clever wordplay, and a few might find humor in situations that others don't appreciate at all. Now, when it comes to humor in American culture, there are some unwritten guidelines that can help you avoid stepping into uncomfortable territory. While these aren't strict rules, they can definitely help you feel more confident and relaxed when trying to be funny in English. Let's begin with the idea that humor should connect people, not divide them. So it's good to be aware of the kinds of jokes or comments that could make someone feel judged, uncomfortable, or disrespected. There are certain themes that are widely considered risky or inappropriate, especially if you're just getting to know someone or interacting in a professional or public setting. These include sensitive topics such as race, religion, and geographical origin. These aspects of identity are deeply personal, and making jokes about them can lead to hurt feelings or misunderstandings, even if your intentions are innocent. It's never a good idea to joke about things people can't change about themselves. Imagine someone joking about where you come from or what you believe in. It wouldn't feel great, right? So when you're navigating humor in a second language or culture, it's safer and more respectful to steer clear of those areas. On the other hand, there are types of humor that are generally more accepted and appreciated in everyday American interactions. One of the most common and well-liked forms is making jokes about yourself. This is called self-deprecating humor. When you gently poke fun at your own quirks, habits, or mistakes, it shows others that you're easygoing, humble, and not afraid to laugh at yourself. It helps people feel more connected to you because it's relatable. For example, you might say something silly about how you're always running late because you keep dancing while getting ready in the morning. It's lighthearted, and it doesn't hurt anyone. Even if it's not the funniest joke ever, people tend to appreciate the effort, and it shows personality. Being able to laugh at yourself is often seen as a sign of emotional intelligence and confidence, and it's a great way to make others smile without making anyone uncomfortable. Another style of humor that's fairly common in American English is sarcasm. This is where things get a bit tricky, because sarcasm can either be hilarious or annoying depending on how and when you use it. Sarcasm involves saying the opposite of what you mean in a way that's usually exaggerated. For example, if it's pouring rain and you say, "What a lovely day," that's sarcasm. Or if someone has a really easy job and you jokingly say, "Wow, your job must be so tough," that's also sarcasm. It can work well if the people you're talking to understand your tone and the context. But if you use sarcasm too much or with people who don't know you well, it might come off as insincere or even rude. So if you're going to use sarcasm, keep it light and occasional. When used thoughtfully, it can be a fun way to share a joke and connect, but if overdone, it can create confusion or frustration. Irony is another clever and subtle form of humor that's worth exploring. Irony usually involves saying something that's unintentionally funny because of a contradiction or unexpected twist. It often requires a bit of thinking to get the joke, and that's part of the charm. A classic example involves making a grammar mistake while trying to correct someone else's grammar. For instance, writing people think they're so clever, when it should be they're so clever. It's ironic because the person is trying to appear intelligent while making a basic mistake, and that contrast is what makes it funny. Irony adds depth to humor and can be a playful way to express your thoughts while showing your understanding of language and social situations. It's best used when you know your audience well, because not everyone will pick up on it right away. Now, if you're still unsure about what type of humor to use, a good rule of thumb is to observe others. If you have American friends or coworkers, pay attention to how they joke around and what kind of humor makes them laugh. You can also watch sitcoms or family-friendly comedy shows to get a sense of how jokes are structured and delivered. Just be cautious with stand-up comedy, as it often includes edgy or adult themes that wouldn't be appropriate in everyday conversation. It can be entertaining, but not always the best source for language learners looking to practice real-world interactions. Stick with shows that reflect everyday life, where the humor is more situational and character-driven. That will give you a better idea of what you can comfortably use in your own conversations. And remember, humor is a skill, just like speaking or writing. It takes practice and awareness. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. The important thing is that you approach it with kindness, curiosity, and a willingness to learn from your experiences. If you accidentally say something that doesn't land well, you can always apologize and take it as a learning opportunity. Over time, you'll start to feel more confident and natural using humor in English. Whether you're making a light-hearted comment about yourself, playing with a bit of irony, or enjoying a clever sarcastic line, you'll be better prepared to share laughs in a way that feels respectful and genuine. Lastly, if you're enjoying learning with me and want to take your English to the next level, I offer a course designed to help you overcome common challenges in communication. It's full of helpful video lessons, practical examples, and quizzes to support your learning journey. You'll find it on my channel under ESL Troubleshooting. There's something for everyone, whether you're a beginner or more advanced. So feel free to check it out if you'd like to keep growing your skills and learning how to express yourself more naturally and confidently in English. Thanks so much for being here, for investing in yourself, and for making learning fun. I'll see you again soon with more tips and lessons. Until then, keep smiling, keep learning, and keep connecting through language.